Hey up lads and lasses, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about this, the Rhinowalk Mechanics tank bag. Let's have it.
So you wanna ride bikes, stay strong, flexed up, like Johnny, a Yorkshire lad, like Johnny, a Johnny, 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 Johnny.
Right team, so we live in a world where everything costs an absolute fortune at the moment, and I don't think it should. You know, I'm a Yorkshireman, I've got short arms and deep pockets, but with the price of petrol rising, the price of food rising, especially motorcycle parts are on the rise, and I'm not too happy about that. And that's where I think a company called Rhinowalk are kind of filling the gap at the moment. Just to be clear, I'm not sponsored by Rhinowalk. They have not given me this. I paid for this with my own money. I have got a set of 48 litre saddlebags that I already use in my CRF, and I think they're quality products. So today we're going to be looking at the Rhinowalk Mechanics tank bag. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. So let's get straight into it. So on the market, you've got a couple of clear winners when it comes to tank bags. I think the top of the range one is the Mosko Moto one at the moment. I can't remember the actual model of it, but it does look fantastic. It looks just like this. The only difference is it's waterproof. Now this isn't waterproof, but it has its own methods of staying waterproof, which we'll get to in this video. So when it came to buying a tank bag, for me there was a couple of criteria it needed to meet. First of all, it needed to look good, and I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Right back to the rubber padding on the back, I think you can't knock it. Black is always classic. Black's not going to clash with anything, it just works. So the other big factor was functionality. It needed to be able to hold all my camera equipment that I'm going to take, and also be easy to access. On the front you've got yourself like a little pocket that folds down, and you can put all your tools in there, so that's also handy. That's kind of a bonus for me. I can put my spanners in there, I can put a bit of my socket set in there, I can put my puncture repair kit in there. So that's the functionality part of it. It seems to match up to what I want, but we'll get more into it. Third was its overall quality. It needed to go the distance, and this does look like it goes the distance. I've checked all the stitching on it. Rhinowalk are fantastic. The saddlebags that I previously had, the welded seams on them, the stitching has been really good. This here, you can't knock it. I can't find a single thread that kind of sticks out. You know, sometimes when I finished it and you've a little bit hanging out, you've got to use your lighter to burn it down. I've not found a single one of them, and all the plastic fittings, everything's kind of like, look, the taped ends there so it doesn't fray. It's just a really solid bit of kit at the moment, so the integrity was the final factor for me. So another big bonus with this bag is its water carrying capacity. Normally I take a 1.5 litre vacuum bottle. It's quite bulky, it's quite heavy, but this here comes with a camelback kind of what do you call it, a bladder, I suppose that's what they call them, don't they? And it comes with already a pre-attached tube, so you can kind of just drink straight out of it. But what's even better is it's got an insulated back pocket. Look at that. That's somewhere you can keep your sandwiches as well, keep them nice and cool. So your water's going to stay nice and cool even in the baking sun. I don't know how many hours, we've not used it yet, but we'll discuss this a little bit more as well. Now Rhinowalk, I believe, have thought about everything when it comes to designing this bag. If it's sat on your bike like so and you pull up at a village, do you really want to have to take all your gear out of here and put them into another bag so it doesn't get nicked? Do you want your tank bag to get nicked? Do you want to leave it on your bike? No, you don't. Do you want to carry it around a village by the hook at the top? You don't. What Rhinowalk have done is they've created a little pouch at the back which hides these. These are your backpack straps. So you can literally just pull it off your tank really easily, just unclip it, stick this on your back, and walk around, and you've got your camera gear, you've got your water, you've got your food, you've got your passport, whatever you need is in your backpack. So it's so simple to unhook from here and just walk around. So that's a really good little trick. I like it anyway. Now before we get into the actual bag itself and show you all the different compartments and all the functionality of it, I'm going to show you how it installs on your bike. It's so simple, it's untrue. So firstly, make sure it fits on your tank bag. It should fit on every tank bag. I've tried it on the Honda Monkey, it fits on there, it fits on the CRF, and it fits on the Bonneville most importantly. And in your actual setup, you get one of these straps here, looks a bit weird. So I've already put it on my tank bag, so I've already set the actual length of it, but it's so easy just to fit, and all you do is basically hook it. So to secure it from the front, all you've got to do is pass a strap underneath your handlebars here to your column, and that holds it in. And then you've got these lovely clips that just basically clip into the bag, and then that should just sit and stay perfectly. So that's your front one's done there. It just sits nicely like that. You can tighten these straps up if you want and bring it closer to the forward or to the back. But yeah, it's so simple. And then when it comes to taking it off, all you've got to basically do is unclip these straps. They're very stiff, which is good as well, and then it just lifts straight off. But yeah, to clip it back on, it's as simple as just put it on your tank, clip that one in there, and then clip this one in here, like so. I do like how strong the plastic clips on this bag are. It does take a real pinch just to release it, so that's not going anywhere at high speed or if you get a knock. To secure the bag from the bottom here, you get one of these straps here, which is basically just a looped strap with your clip on the end. You have to find somewhere on your bike to anchor it to. On the Bonneville, I've just chosen this post here underneath the seat, and it's as simple as you pass it through. Hopefully don't get your fat fingers stuck in the way as well. That goes so make sure that it's not twisted or anything in there, and you pass the actual clasp through like this. Make sure that sits nice and comfortably. There we go, and then you just basically plug it in, and that's that. And you just tighten it up. Open up the clasp first, tighten that up, close it, and then it's a case of you basically just roll. We'll do it this way. You just roll the straps up like this, nice and simple, and then you just use the Velcro to secure them. Boom, and that's now secure. I've already done the other side for you, so we're not wasting time on that. But you basically got one anchor point here, one anchor point there, and then you've got your anchor point at the front, and that's not going anywhere if you tighten them up properly. So let's tighten that up a bit more. And that's not going anywhere now. Once it's full, it's going to be weighted even more. So this is your bird's eye view of the Rhinowalk bag and how it looks when it's on your tank itself. As you can see, I've got loads of room at the front, so I can turn my handlebars. That's not going to cause any problems. And I can still get my legs right close to the tank so I can grip with the pads. But yeah, it does look really nice. It's really sleek. So let's get stuck straight into this tank bag, shall we? On the front, you've got an elasticated strap here, so you can put things like your high vis when you're going through France. That can stay right there for you, so you don't get stopped and checked for it. You've got a little elasticated strap on the side with another clip. I don't know what I'm going to put in there. It's worth mentioning this is a 9-litre bag as well, but you can tighten that up in 2 places. All of the elasticated straps have these kind of shrink wrapping on the end as well, so they don't fray, they don't come loose. So first of all, that's a really good thing. You've got also these straps at the bottom, so you can tighten the bag down depending on how big the capacity is and what you've got into it. So in the first pocket, if we pull this down, you've got yourself a nice little Velcro pocket. This here is going to be where I'm going to keep my sockets in, I think, so none of them come flying out. So this is going to be the main tool area, and in here I can put, on this side, I can put like my spanners, I can put me ratchet down there, I can put a pair of grips, and so that's going to be really good. Now let's open the second pocket. So inside the second pocket, you've got right here my puncture repair kit. It's not massive, but it goes in there. But inside this one, you've got all your kind of like your sectioned off areas. You can fit things into these mesh little containers, these little pouches. And they're really strong zips as well. They're really nice, and you've got a couple on this side as well, so you can put like a few chargers in there. But this is probably where I'm going to keep all my camera gear, and that's going to be absolutely fine for that, because I can put like my pocket in there. I can probably put my drone in this bottom one. That's probably big enough for that. That's the size of my hand. And you've also got a nice little whistle as well, so if you do come off your bike into a ditch, which I'm quite prone to doing, you can kind of use this to get yourself noticed, I'd like to think. But yeah, that's the second pocket. So if we zip that one up now, we'll move on to the third. So let's open up the third pocket, shall we then? So in this third pocket, this is where I'm going to keep my documents. As you can see, you can open this up. You've got loads of room in there. You can put your passport, your V5. It's lower down, so if it does start to rain and I haven't got my rain cover on here, then less chance of them documents getting damaged. I like to think I will be keeping them in like a sandwich bag anyway. So inside you've got 2 pockets. This is the other pocket. I couldn't really show you on the camera due to the positioning, but yeah, that's 2 pockets right there. So as you can see, that is a very big pocket to use there. The only problem I've found with this bag so far is at the bottom where the zips go. So your zips go underneath here, but then you've got this kind of strap that doesn't come undone. So you've got to get your hands in there, find your zips, and sometimes this can get in the way. It's not a major problem, you know, it's not a problem whatsoever, and you can just tighten that up afterwards. It does hold your zips in place. So finally, we've got the bladder pouch, and this is really good. As you said, it's like a 1.5 litre bladder inside here. It's all well insulated, so your water's going to stay cool all day. You could probably, if this isn't full, you could probably fit some food in there to keep it cool as well. Put an ice lolly in there to keep your water a bit cooler. It all worked out pretty well, but that's really cool, and it comes all prepared really. You just basically got to put the tube from the bottom here, run it round the bag, and it just clips in nicely. If I lift this up a tiny bit, it just got these nice little clips, so you can just unclip it really easily. But yeah, that's really handy, that. So if you go camping, for example, you can just fill this up at the service station. It should stay nice and cool. Go to your wild camping spot for the night. You should have plenty of water with 1.5 litres. So we mentioned that unlike the Mosko Moto, this bag is not waterproof, but the thought of that, you've got a little pouch at the bottom here specifically for a rain cover. Now this rain cover is attached in the bag, as you can see, it's not going anywhere, and it's got its nice little branding on there, and all you do is you stop, you hook that over the front and bring it to the back like that. You can straighten it out if you want, but that is your waterproofing done. There's plenty of room in there, so if your bag is really packed full, you're not going to be skimping on that. But yeah, that is how easy it is, and all you got to do then is pull it off like this. That front pouch hasn't broken, it was just not attached, and then we just basically screw it up, we put it back into the pouch, zip it up, and that's as easy as it is to get the rain cover on and off. Happy days. So I've shown you the installation process. It's dead easy. You're not going to struggle on your bike. There's so many different bikes out there with so many different anchor points. Honestly, I'm sure it will fit your bike, no problems. It fits the CRF perfectly. It fits the Honda Monkey perfectly as well, believe it or not. I've shown you how the bag looks on the bike. It looks great. Just between my legs, it looks fantastic. Just as easy to use as well. There's a lot of flexibility in it. So if you're on your bike, you don't have to get off and get your hand in there or anything like that. You can access every pocket whilst you sat on the bike. But I've not told you about the best bit about this bag. So for me, the best bit about this bag is the price. Now if you go on Amazon, you can pay £105 for this bag as per this morning, which I think is a really good price, don't get me wrong. But you can also go on AliExpress or Temu, you know, them Chinese websites, and you can buy this for 65 quid including postage. And that's what I did. I bought this off AliExpress for 65 quid. Now everything's made in China, isn't it? So I don't think you have to fear Chinese products anymore. The stitching on this is fantastic. It's a quality bag. After the saddlebags that I had, I couldn't say no to this. This is a brand that I want to work with. So if Rhinowalk, if you're watching this and you do like this video, you know, come on, hook a man up. But yeah, this is £65 on AliExpress. Mosko Moto charge 300 quid for a waterproof version of this. And do you know what? Why would you go for the Mosko Moto when you could have this one? Now Mosko Moto, if you're watching this and you want me to review one of your bags, send one through. But yeah, this Rhinowalk here could be a Mosko Moto killer. The only difference is the waterproof stuff. I reckon Rhinowalk will develop this bag further. They will make it waterproof. But for 65 quid, come on. You know, you can buy yourself some dry bags to fit in here, so you don't even have to use the rain cover underneath. But it comes with everything you need, including one of these bladders. I bought a new bladder for my Camelback. I think last year it cost me 30 quid for an official Camelback bladder, and with the tube and everything like that. So this, coming with the bladder, coming with like kind of an insulated pack at the back, coming with all these pockets, all these straps, no stitching showing, nothing you need to burn off with a lighter. I think it's a solid bit of kit, and I'm going to enjoy riding with this. You're going to see it on the channel a lot, and like I said, I bought this out of my own money. No one's paying me to do this review. So yeah, I don't think there's much else I can really talk about this Rhinowalk Mechanics bag. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this channel. If you've got any questions, pop them into the comments below. I'll answer them wherever I can. But other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.